this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get. I hope the players will oblige on that.
So it's down to business here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, an impressive talent that I'll be watching will be Mikel Oyarzabal. He likes to play with a freedom and drift between the flank and that number 10 position, and his skill on the ball.
Vinicius Junior! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Defending of the desperate variety. Now the delivery, up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Elustondo. Aim forwards. Eder Militao gets it away. Elustondo picks it up now. Tchouaméni gets it clear. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham, it's a delicate pass. Chance for a shot! And it's Alexander-Arnold. Brilliantly cut out. Kubo. Moved on forwards. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oyarzabal. Elustondo. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Now who's going to be first to this? And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo laid out to the left flank. Choleta Shah getting this one clear. Elustondo. And it's played forward. Carlos Soler done delicately. Tchouaméni. Alexander-Arnold driven forward. Zubeldia clears it away. And here's Rodrigo. Oh, nice touch. Rodrigo pings it across. And that is good defending. It's been repelled. Mendes. And it's Mendes. Munoz providing an outlet on that flank. Mendes. That's a good ball. Oyarzabal!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Great ball if he can get there. He's got to be in here. Can he finish?
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck good, and he looks hungry for more.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
The game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Zubeldia. That's really well manoeuvred. Mendes. Over to the left. Mendes. Here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oyarzabal is short. Comes up trumps again.
Carlos Soler really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Elustondo. Right. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Here's a corner. Climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Alexander-Arnold. Made crossfield, changing the point of attack. Valverde.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Alexander-Arnold shifted upfield. Bellingham, Vinicius Junior, Bellingham! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Elustondo. Zubeldia. Zubeldia gently down. And it's Munoz. Mendes. Spread out to the left. Oh, what a climb! That's caused a worry or two.
He looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
forwards. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Zubeldia.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Big chance! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Valverde. 8 Militao. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And here's Mbappe. Chaleta Shah makes the interception. Barrenechea. Zubeldia. Chaleta Shah. Kubo. Oyarzabal. Nice physical challenge. And he has been fouled there. Period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, he's bustling through here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, look at the space here.
Mbappe, oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Chaleta Shah, Carlos Soler, Zubeldia, Barrenechea, Oyarzabal, out to the right, Elizondo. Oh, that's nice. Kubo, Carlos Soler, Barrenechea. Danger averted for now. That's been won straight back. Zubeldia. Munoz. Barrenechea. Mendes. Out to the left it goes. In it comes. And he shoots! Well, the ball's come loose here. And that was very necessary. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's managed to get free. He's through and all along. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Carlos Soler. And it's Barrenechea. And here's the chance to counter. Rodrigo. that's neat. Valverde. And here's Bellingham. And the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Vinicius Junior, it really shows some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Elustombo. Kubo. Chair. And it's Munoz. Muscular approach does pay off here. Tchouaméni defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Chaleta Shah gets over and intercepts. Looking to break at pace. Mendes spread out to the left. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, they could break here. Oh, this looks sharp. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Bellingham. Lovely ball and a real chance now. It's a good-looking delivery. Munoz. Up towards the front line. That has been cut short. Valverde. Moved on forwards. Alexander-Arnold, it's a sharp pass. Elustombo. Mendes. And that has put paid to that. Alexander-Arnold. That's really well manoeuvred. Bellingham. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Produces a cross. And he's there to clear it. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. There's the shot! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Carlos Soler. Zubeldia, gently done. Baranechea. Mendes. Baranechea. Over to the left. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Baranechea. Munoz crosses it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Vinicius Junior. And it's played forward. Oh, it's a great ball. Bellingham! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Shah gets it away. And a play for a throw. That has been knocked clear. And it's Valverde. Rodrigo has created one goal already. And here's Valverde. And here's Bellingham. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Crosses it in. Mikel Oyarzabal. Elizondo. Shah. Zubeldia, gently done. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior tries to think it through. Valverde. And here's Rodrigo. That is a brilliant interception. Kubo. Carlos Soler. Kubo, delicate ball, and it needs to be. And that could set him on his way. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Goes down, but nothing given.
Kubo.
Barrenechea. Proves too strong. Do have a chance to counter here. Rodrigo. Played in by Rodrigo. Defending of the desperate variety.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Rudiger. It's the channel. He has found a way through. Lovely feet. And it's Valverde. Good chance here. He's done very well to get to that.
Valverde is offering a right smile there.
They've played it short. Oh, it's come loose. Rodrigo. Chouameni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a nicely weighted pass. That's a throw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Munoz. Barrenechea. Munoz forwards and with intent. Chouameni. That's really well manoeuvred. Crossed into the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Belgia shifted upfield, and it's Munoz. Now it's Barrenechea. Oh, sweet feet. Gets his head on it! Valverde. Oh, this is a great position. And here's Beck. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Aim forwards. Mendes. Elustondo. Kubo. Mendes. That's tidy. Mendes! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Moved on forwards. Rodrigo. Chouameni. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Mbappe, played out to the right. Carlos Soler getting this one clear. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Yes! Again in a trice, and they are soaring. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased the way to catch the inside of the post.
Three 0 And things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Zubeldia. Tchouameni shifted upfield. Carlos Soler with a fine tackle. Munoz forwards and with intent. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Oyarzabal! And that is great goalkeeping.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. And here's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior played out to the left flank. And that's out of reach. Kubo. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Half-time, excellent interception. Rodrigo. Valverde. Played towards the other side, and it's Alexander-Arnold. Looking for a decent ball in. Played into the middle. Chaleta Shah gets it away. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Valverde played out towards the right wing. Mendes tries to clear. Elustombo. Rodrigo. Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And he's there to get it away. Rudiger have it back and can go again. Rodrigo. Bellingham. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Kubo aim forwards. Oh, super find. That's Berenacea. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Rodrigo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Berenacea does really well to win the ball there. Munoz. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And it's played forward. Alexander-Arnold. Back into the middle. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Carlos Soler. That's really well manoeuvred. Munoz. Now it's Perenachea. He's found a way through. Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. Does really well there, strong defending. Now it's Perenachea. Valverde. Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this. Zubeldia clears it away. Vinicius Junior concedes a free kick for that. Carlos Soler. Oyarzabal. Carlos Soler. Caresses it through. Rudiger attempts a clearance. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Chouameni. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Receives it in a good position here. And the finish! Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Kubo. Succumbs to the pressure. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Valverde. Bellingham is onto it in a flash. Zubeldia. Zubeldia, he's fizzed it forward. Elustondo. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Valverde spread out to the left. Now it's Bellingham. He's got away. Now it's Rodrigo. So much time and space. Shot a goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Chaleta Shah, gently done. And it's Barrenechea. Over to the left. Crossed into the middle. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Ramiro claims comfortably. Carlos Soler. Elustondo. Kubo. Mendes. Out to the left it goes. Mendes. There's the half-time whistle.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Munoz. Now it's Barrenechea. Tchouameni.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Rudiger with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And it's Barrenechea. Elustondo. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Elustondo. Kubo. Oh, well measured. Now, can he find a finish? Shot! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Moved on forwards. Vinicius Junior. It's a threatening ball. Decent chance! He's missed, but not by that far. Off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Mendes. Rodrigo. Bellingham. And it's played forward. Oh, red. Nice interception. Rudiger. Valverde. Aim forwards. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Mendes. Looks a good ball through. Baranachea. And it's Munoz. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Elizondo gets a cross in. Overhits and out of play. Well, that's well seen too. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Eder Militao, Chouameni, Rudiger, Vinicius Junior, Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Rodrigo. Chouameni. Valverde. It's lofted through here. Here comes the corner. And they've got rid. That's good play. Mbappe has had a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Clear away. And here's Valverde. Belgium. And it goes cross-field. Elizondo. Carlos Soler. Calmly anticipates. Baranachea. Baranachea! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Baranachea, really can't believe he didn't took that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Alexander-Arnold. Chouameni. And it's played forward. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Moved on forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Elizondo. Kubo. Rodrigo. And claimed it back swiftly. Time to deliver. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Chance here to counter. Carlos Soler. Oh, super find. Face to face with the keeper. Here's Oyarzabal. Now it's Kubo. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made the decision to get tighter.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Chaleta Shah. Forwards and with intent. Elustondo drives forward on the overlap. Now it's Oyarzabal. And a chance! Oh, taken with style! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Alexander-Arnold shifted upfield. That's an excellent interception. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's run loose here. He'll try to keep this alive. Kubo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chaleta Shah, gently done. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, good spread. And it's Elustondo. That's very neat. Mendes. Alexander-Arnold. Chouameni. Eder Militao. Moved on forwards. Zubeldia cuts it out. And it's played forward. Now it's Berenechea. Oh, smashing header! That's a half-decent try.
Mendes is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Elustondo gets across to intercept that. Zubeldia forwards and with intent. Foot in. Mendes.
Look at the way that back line is coming under serious pressure. High pressing that's being applied with real pace too.
Yeah, it's happening now.
They need to persist. It's exactly what they have to keep doing.
Elustondo puts a cross in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Eder Militao. That's really well manoeuvred. Zubeldia. And it's Kubo. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Oh, it's come loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Tchouameni shifted upfield. Chaleta Shah. And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Up he goes! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Carlos Soler. Kubo. Carlos Soler. Kubo. And it's Barrenechea. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Takes a shot. He has done it. They are right back in business.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Vinicius Junior, aim forwards. Rodrigo. Valverde, played with finesse. That is a little undercooked. And that's aimed into the middle. Ramiro claims it without any fuss. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Vinicius Junior. And that has been knocked clear. Chaleta Shah. Kubo. Bellingham. Now it's Rodrigo. He is through here. That is lovely. So what can they make of this? Now it's Mendes. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Now then, the ball's come loose. Shoots!
Vinicius Junior really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Chouameni, and it's played forward. Does really well to win the ball there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Great defending, strong and determined. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Bellingham. Played out to the right. Rodrigo, out to the right. Cross in, looks... Oh, great header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Bellingham may have slightly misjudged the timing, but there was nothing wrong with the intent.
And it's Valverde. Clearly not happy with that. Barrenechea. And now the breakaway. Oyarzabal. Nicely intercepted. Eder Militao. Vinicius Junior. Rudiger. Forward it goes. Chaleta Shah, gently done. And it's Munoz. Barrenechea. Mendes, hit into the middle. Rudiger can get it clear. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Valverde moved on forwards. Bellingham shifted upfield. Elustondo. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And it's Kubo. Mendes. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Kubo. Mendes. Mendes played out towards the right wing. Now it's Barrenechea. Played out to the right. Kubo. It's run loose here. And there's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Carlos Soler looks to the other side. Oh, perfectly measured that. And it's Munoz. Very nicely done. Courtois sends that a long way. Oyarzabal. And here's Mendes. Referee has seen that as a dive.
Correctly so, Peter. It's an element of the game we just can do without.
played. That has snuffed out the danger. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior given the lift of his goal. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Mendes, gently done.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. Chouameni. Rudiger. Valverde. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. And the pass is intercepted. He has found the way through. Bellingham. And again! He scores! And they've got their lead back. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Elizondo, now he's off and running. It's Elizondo. Kubo. And the shot! And that has been clubbed away. Mikel Oyarzabal. And here's Mendes! And that could have brought them level.
Mendes really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Eder Militao forwards and with intent. Mendes. Here's Oyarzabal. He's found the way through. Oh, what a climb! And he hits the net.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Now it's Barrenechea. And it's Munoz.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Played down the flank. That has found him in acres of space. And that has been cleared.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
It's a foul there right on the edge of the box. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
That's going to go a long way. Cross goes in there. That has been knocked clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Tries a deft little ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's played forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Calmly anticipates. Alexander-Arnold chooses to go cross-field. Kubo shifted upfield. Barrenechea showing good feet. He decides to cross it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, nicely intercepted. That has been cut short. Zubeldia. Barrenechea spread out to the left, played back in. Tries to get it clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Five minutes left on the clock. Eder Militao aim forwards. And they can counter here. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, super fine. He is through here. Out to the right. Mendes. Oyarzábal made into space. Kubo, he's got away. Baranachea, oh, good spread. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vinicius Junior moved on forwards. Rodrigo. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager is...
Climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Out to the right. Played in deep.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Picks it up out wide. Aramburu. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mendy has got himself a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Kubo. Well read, nice interception. Mendy. Carlos Soler. That is a great pick out. Kubo. Chance! That was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Chaleta Shah is there and he can get that clear. Carlos Soler tries a measured ball. Kubo looking to run onto it. Now that pass has been well intercepted. Mbappe! 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 Irrepressible! And that has raised the roof!
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. It made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
I think we're just about done here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Mbappe, and here's Vinicius Junior, played out to the right. Great chance! And that will be the final act. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.